Hi YouTube and welcome to Danielle's Denture Diaries. I am Danielle. For those of you who have followed my channel consistently for a period of time, I know what you're thinking. What is going on and why is she posting so much lately? So, if you're new to my channel and this is the first video you're watching, I am currently not wearing my dentures right now. And for those of you who have been watching and watched my most recent video before this one, you know I'm not wearing my dentures, and I won't be until next Monday. So, I wanted to come back and talk again about the experience of not having my dentures in my possession. There's a few things I want to clear up, a few questions I want to answer, and I kind of want to revisit my mindset. Because something that I've said in the past, and I realized looking back at my most recent video, I sound like a hypocrite, is proposing a problem without a solution. That just leads to a not so great domino effect, right? You propose a problem, you notice there's a problem, but you don't find a creative solution or even a way to at least take a step towards a solution. Even if it's not the end game solution, at least take a step towards it. And it's actually kind of hard to breathe through this mask. I didn't realize this one was thicker. So the issue I'm facing, having sent my dentures to the lab to get a hard reline, is I don't have a backup. One of the comments was asking for clarification, why not wear my other set? If you haven't seen any of my videos before, or you're kind of hopping around and you come across this one, I only have one set. I was a single mom, and even then, dentures are spendy. And for the only thing I could do at the time was ask my insurance to cover my immediate denture because I really needed the procedure done. I didn't have time to save my pennies. So I went ahead and as soon as I got the all clear and the okay, I got my extraction and I got my immediates. They were fully covered by my insurance. What's not covered by my insurance is to either have gotten my immediates covered, or I could have paid for my immediates and they would have covered my permanent or my secondary set. So I needed the procedure done, I got the immediates, they were covered. Now I'm in the process of saving for my permanent or custom dentures, and I'm okay with that. So that is why I'm not wearing dentures right now. The issue at hand was I don't have my dentures. I went through, wow, that looks crazy when I breathe. The issue is that I got my dentures and I got the procedure done for many reasons, some of which included things like being able to take a picture with my son. Smiling was the biggest one. That's one of the biggest things that called me to actually look into doing something about it. I also talk to people for a living. I talk all day long, if you can believe it. And I simply had no self-love or confidence because I wasn't taking care of the basics for myself. And that included my teeth. So to have finally got the procedure, I'm smiling, I'm talking at work, I'm confident both at work and in myself, I'm learning to eat again and all these different things, and then to give it up to get this hard reline was the next step. Another great question was, what's the difference between a hard reline and a soft reline? A soft reline can be done at chairside, and it's also a more temporary solution for ill-fitting dentures. It's still a great solution. It's temporary, more temporary. A hard reline is more permanent, and it involves sending your dentures to a lab to have acrylic or plastic added into the denture itself to make it fit better. Generally, soft relines you get more frequently as your gums shrink, especially in the very beginning of your process. I'm holding my mask forward so I can breathe. It's a little bit better. So, in the very beginning, right after your extraction, your gums shrink more rapidly. So the soft relines, getting them regularly, it's to keep up with the rapid shrinkage. Over time, the shrinkage slows down, and at a certain point, it makes more sense to simply adjust the denture, right? Not keep putting a Band-Aid solution or a temporary fix on it, but to actually get the hard reline. And then eventually, you replace the whole denture because sanitary, update, yada yada, right? And most of the comments, I can't, I'm really grateful for you. I'm grateful for each and every single one of you. Whether it be how compassionate and encouraging you are, or maybe you do bring up really great and amazing questions, or maybe you offer a different perspective than maybe I initially would think. And one of those comments was around my mindset. It has nothing to do with a lack of self-love at this point. It's simply the fact that I suddenly feel limited again. At 27, I went through the extraction. I expected to smile. I expected to talk, and all these different things, all of which I now do behind a mask. So I feel more limited and restrained than anything. What I want to combat all these feelings and thoughts with is, like I said, where is the silver lining? Where is the positivity? Where is the better outlook and the light on this? Hence, really bright lighting right now, right? The silver lining for me is, while this did affect my ability to talk to people at my job, I talked to a few people that I trust to not judge the way I sound. And when I do take pauses, or if I do get frustrated listening to myself talk, they understand. It allowed me to step away from the everyday routine of what I do. It allowed me a different kind of a mental and emotional break so that I could regroup and reassess and even really focus in on things that I needed to focus in on that I typically wouldn't have given all of my attention to. So that's a great thing. It also allowed me that chance to eat, right? I had been struggling to eat and get the sustenance in my body because I was always practicing eating with my dentures in. Now, I don't care. I don't care if it's mashed potatoes. I don't care if it's pancakes. Chocolate pancakes right now are the bomb, okay? Or today I had meatloaf and potatoes for lunch, leftovers from dinner. And I've been having snack cakes. I had, I think, an entire box of snack cakes yesterday. Because all I'm trying to do is take in food at this point. I'm not trying to practice eating. I just don't want to lose weight. I don't want to lose energy. I don't want to be hungry. So it allowed me to do that. This moment has given me a reality check that I need to be grateful. I am so grateful for the fact that I have dentures somewhere on this planet. They are mine. They're being taken care of right now. when I know there's other people that don't have that opportunity. Going way back to one of my first videos that I ever made, we are so lucky, some of us. And others, I have to point out, are not as fortunate. Some people get all of their teeth removed for one reason or another, and maybe they don't ever get dentures. Maybe they don't get new teeth. Maybe some people walk around and they have teeth that hurt and cause infection and illness, and their confidence is through the floor because they don't have the opportunity to get a tooth extraction. Like, all of the blessings here, and I'm not the most religious person, and I'm never going to claim to be by any means, but I can't help but realize that at least I have them somewhere, and they're eventually going to come back to me in even better condition, and I'm going to be okay. So there is that. It also affected my romantic relationship. For those of you who don't know or you're new, I recently got engaged on Valentine's Day this year. And it's to a man who, from the beginning, I refused to date him if he didn't know I had dentures, because my perspective is that I am raising a human who is going to be kind and compassionate, and he is going to know the modesty and humility behind, yeah, your mom wears dentures. And it is what it is. Life happens, medical conditions happen. We're humans. It is what it is. So whoever's going to be a male figure in my life needs to be that way. And I'm fortunate that he's more than that. And right now, when I'm at one of my most fragile moments in life, I've never been picked up so much before. The morning of me trying to get ready and hand my dentures off to my dentist, I cried a lot. And he held me, and I was so tempted to cancel the appointment altogether because I just didn't want to go without, but I knew that I would be prolonging the inevitable. This had to happen. I have to keep up with these. I need them to last me a very long time, and I need them to be in the best condition possible. And he knew that. But he's been nothing short of kind and compassionate, and all I can say is put people in your corner that are going to lift you up during that. When you send your dentures off for a reline, or for whatever reason you have to go without, just surround yourself by people that lift you up in every way. You know, be around people that will give you that reality check of, hey, having these dentures or not having them, it doesn't make you who you are or the person that I love. They make you happy, they make you feel more confident, but they don't change the fact that I love you. So, and if you don't have that, hi, I'm here. I love you and you're beautiful with or without them. And there's other things too. Mostly the eating aspect though. And, tying in with eating and the relationship, he works 2 jobs, and he comes home pretty late at night. And lately I've been eating 2 dinners. I'll eat one with my son, and then I will eat one with him when he gets home. And yesterday, I sat and I stared at my food wearing a mask. He hasn't seen me without my dentures yet. And I'm not ready for that yet. And eventually he finished his food, and he looked over and said, babe, do you want me to go sit in the living room? We can still talk, and you can sit here and eat, because I want you to eat. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. I want you to be comfortable. Don't wear a mask. Don't try and hide your face. Just be comfortable and eat. I'll sit in the living room and we can still talk that way. And we did. And it's really helping me understand where people are at in my life. And to hear somebody be so considerate, and the fact that it didn't even take me saying anything, that he looked over and was like, you need to eat. And I'll step away if you need me to. That's okay. And the people at work that I work with, they are so kind as to say, you don't sound any different. I feel like I sound different. And some of you in the comments say I don't sound any different. I feel like I sound different. And regardless, they have not treated me any different. They still ask me questions. They still ask me for help. And every time that someone was outside of that little circle would talk to me, they're very quick to, hey, sorry, she lost her voice, but I can help you. What was your question again? And they would help. And it would give me a chance to either kind of sit back and I could wait, or I could go elsewhere and make myself useful somewhere else. So, yeah. The bottom line here of this video is it's not something that I was necessarily excited about doing. I don't want my most recent video to fall onto your ears as though it's bad, it's all bad, don't do it, never do it. Don't do that. You still need to get it done. And in fact, there are some good things to come out of this. And they might be similar to mine, they might be completely different, and that's okay. And something else that I wanted to just touch on just very briefly, I know I'm about to hit 20 minutes here, amazing, is stay realistic and stay mindful of yourself and your feelings and your headspace. While you are in control of your response and your reaction to situations, you are still human and you are entitled to your feelings. If you feel a little sad, if you feel a little upset, if you feel a little discouraged, that's okay. You can feel those feelings. What you do about it, with the solution, or finding a creative way to combat those feelings, that's the comeback. That's where your strength comes in. I'm not here for toxic positivity, and I never will be. I worked for a company that was all about it. I'm not here for that. And I'm not the best advocate for fake it till you make it either. I have feelings about that. Again, finding a solution, finding the silver lining to combat the not so great thoughts or feelings. I can still miss my dentures. That's okay. Anyone can. What I'm going to do about this right now, though, is I'm going to utilize this time to step away from, like, my regular role at work. I'm going to take on a new role right now. I'm going to use it to my advantage and get things done that need my attention in a different way than they had before. And when I get my dentures back, I'm going to go back into my normal role. And I'm going to feel even better because of all the things behind the scenes that I got done. I'm going to feel that much more confident because my dentures are going to be better than new. I'm going to be able to make videos and show you guys that I can still talk with my dentures. I'm going to be able to continue to advocate for people who wear dentures or prosthetics or simply just want company in their car or wherever you happen to be at. I always talk about listening to me in the car because I love listening to YouTubers sometimes in the car. I don't know. The point is, feel your feelings, and if you need to find a solution, find a solution. If you need to find a way to combat negative feelings, find a way. Just know that it's okay, and you will be okay. And if you have any other questions, comments, concerns, I encourage anybody and everybody, leave a comment, even if you think it's the silliest thing in the world. I care about every single one. And I do my best to make sure I get to all of them, but sometimes if I click on it, and then I have to click out because I go back to work or something, it erases it, so I have to go back and find it. So I do apologize. If you like videos like this one, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more from me in the future, go ahead and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.